Okay, let's jump right in. We are decoding a really exciting career opportunity today by unpacking a highly detailed job spec for mid-level mechanical engineers. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're looking at a specific opening at Alton, and we're going to break down exactly what they want in their next hire. I want you to keep this one big question in the back of your mind as we go. Are you an industry-ready engineer? Treat this like your own personal checklist. Are you taking these boxes? Because as you'll see, Alton has drawn a very clear line in the sand regarding the absolute caliber of engineer they need.
So here is our agenda. First, the Alton opportunity itself. Then the core CAD toolkit you'll need, essential engineering knowledge, some bonus skills to really stand out, and finally, exactly how to apply. Let's get into it.
Part 1. The Alton Opportunity.
Okay, so Alton is looking for a design engineer based in Bengaluru. The core focus here, it is strictly on CAD modeling and product design work. And right out of the gate, there's a hard requirement. You have absolutely got to have a formal mechanical engineering degree to even be considered. Now look at this exact number, 1.5. You need a minimum of 1.5 years of relevant industry experience. They make it super clear they are not looking for freshers. They want someone who has already been in the trenches, cut their teeth, and is ready to literally hit the ground running.
Moving on to Part 2, the Core CAD Toolkit.
So the huge takeaway here is Solid Edge. It is a mandatory requirement. It's not enough to have just watched a tutorial. They want a minimum of 1 full year of hands-on daily experience with this specific tool. Honestly, if Solid Edge isn't your main workspace, this one might not be for you.
But if you do have that Solid Edge background, here's what your day-to-day actually looks like. You're going to be creating complex 3D models from scratch, and it doesn't stop there. You need strong experience executing assembly designs and generating the detailed manufacturing drawings so those models can actually get built. It's a very practical, execution-focused workflow.
All right, Part 3, Essential Engineering Knowledge.
Because it goes way beyond just drawing shapes on a screen, right? You have to be capable of prepping comprehensive engineering documentation. Specifically, creating the BIM, the Bill of Materials, is a daily requirement. You'll also draft engineering specs and organize standard docs. Basically, your paperwork has to be just as bulletproof as your CAD models. You also absolutely need a strong grasp of GD&T, which is geometric dimensioning and tolerancing. And it's not a casual thing. You have to adhere to rigorous industry standards, specifically ISO and ASME. Those are definite must-haves. Another major acronym in this spec is TCE, or Teamcenter. This is their Product Lifecycle Management, or PLM tool. Experience here is non-negotiable because it's the exact system they use to manage product data from the initial design phase all the way through to manufacturing. To round out the essential knowledge, you've got to be able to expertly read and interpret technical documentation. That means a deep understanding of standard mechanical drawings, plus GA, or general arrangement drawings. You have to decipher what other engineers have built just as well as you can build it yourself. Now for Part 4, bonus skills to stand out. There's a massive difference here. On one side, we have the strict gatekeepers, Solid Edge, BOM creation, PLM experience. Without those, your resume just gets filtered out. But on the other side are the good-to-have skills. These are your multipliers, things like PMI and mechanical seals. That's the bonus expertise that takes you from just qualified to a completely standout candidate. Let's zoom in on PMI, or product and manufacturing information. Knowing how to embed this manufacturing data directly into your 3D CAD models, that adds tremendous value to your application, even if it isn't strictly mandatory. It's a real game changer. Ultimately, Alton sums up their ideal candidate with this one line: can handle end-to-end design work independently. And that really hits the nail on the head. They want a self-sufficient engineer, someone with practical CAD and manufacturing exposure who absolutely does not need to be micromanaged. Which brings us to Part 5, how to apply. If you're ready, get that resume polished up. Make absolutely sure it highlights your 1.5 years of experience, that mandatory Solid Edge proficiency, and your PLM skills. Once it's pristine, email it directly to samiksha.gore@alt10.com. So, I'll leave you with this final thought for today's explainer. Review your portfolio. Audit your experience against everything we just covered, and ask yourself, do your current skills truly meet the blueprint for Alton's next mechanical design engineer? If they do, well, you know exactly what your next step is. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.